Just figuring it out for the show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. I am Matt Sassuti. Right over here is the Dark Wing, Brian Daly. And then right on over here is the Broken One, Rob Povia.
What's up, fellas? What's up, fam? How's everybody making out right now?
Oh, excited. We
Good,
got
man.
ourselves a fun show tonight. Tonight here on the Hockey Happy Hour, brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy. You contact Dr. Paul Vidal, and you can find him on the web at www.specializedphysicaltherapy.com. If you got any aches and pains, go find him over in Burlington, Cherry Hill, and Princeton, New Jersey. And once again, online, www.specializedphysicaltherapy.com. And you won't have any more aches and pains. All right. So today on the show, gentlemen, it's exciting because we now are going to draft a hockey team, but we're not going to draft a hockey team based off of talent or based off of skill or based off of their lineage and how many championships they would go on to win or any of that shit. No. Today we are going to draft them based on one thing and one thing only. The most important thing. How awesome their name is. Because let's be honest here, out of all the four major sports in the United States and however many major sports they have up in Canada, one thing is clear. Hockey has the coolest names. They've always had the coolest names.
That'll be interesting to get some take back for
the most
that.
part.
Yeah. And we've got our top names that we decided to bring on to a team, and I went full bore with this motherfucker. I have some healthy scratches. I've got goalies. I've got defensive pairs. I've got four lines. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go.
I got four lines. I got three defensive pairings. I got two goals, and I have a bunch of honorable mentions that I couldn't fit into the lineup anywhere.
Gotcha. Cool. How about you, Rob? What you got?
Looks like Poe's going to go scrambling a little bit. I got the full lineup, but if we're doing this like a true draft where once a player's taken, they're off the board, which I actually flip-flop. I think we should do that. So that way we come up with three unique teams and the fan can vote on who put together the best team. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, that's going to take away from me.
Take away from it, you think?
Yeah, it's going to take away from
I'll do it however
me
you want to do it.
Well, who knows? I mean, who knows what we pick? I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know who we got. I mean, there's so many awesome names that are out there that there's a very good chance we did not pick all the same names. There's a very good chance.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure of
That's
that
true.
or whatnot. Yeah. Hey, if you want to do repeats too, I'm cool with that. That'll make Poe scramble a little less.
All right, then. Cool. All right, then. So I guess we might as well jump into it, shall we? Oh, and by the way, if you do hear me say any names that are not hockey related, it's because our wonderful producer / sign guy, Mr. Ryan Brodo, is with Gordon Bombay. They're helping him out. We'll be dumping in several names around the world of sports that are awesome, but are not hockey related. So with that, let us begin. Who wants to pick first in this cool name entry draft here?
Well, geez, I mean,
Rob,
I think
you wanna
all
go
of us,
first?
whoever's ready to go, but it sounds like we all are. It should be maybe picked by the producer, like at random. You think who goes first, or?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So, producer
Yeah.
man, you go ahead. You pick who you want to go first.
Because I'm sharing.
I choose Brian Daly.
All right, Mr.
Oh, you
Daly,
bitch.
it's your turn.
Hang on, I'm sharing the show real quick.
I want to watch him
All
squirm.
right, here we go.
I would like to watch
All
him
right, so I'm
squirm.
going to go. I'm not squirming.
Well, you're squirming a little. All
We're
right, goodbye.
good. All right. So I'm going to go left wing. I'm going to go left wing on my first line. From the Anaheim Ducks, Danton Hyman.
Okay, then. Say that one more time.
Just over Dalton Hyman.
Okay, then.
He came over from Anaheim in a trade for Nick Ritchie.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, then. All
No
right.
background. Why do you find the name cool? Like the Hyman, like Hyman, Hyman. Is that how it's spelled?
Oh, it's the Where is he from? I want to say it's the. It's just it's a name you don't hear. Like Dalton is usually just somebody's last name. You don't hear
True.
it usually as a first name. But the Heinen, I don't know. I just kind of like the way it just kind of flows together.
Fair enough.
All right, then. So, number 2 on the board. Producer man, that is up to you now. Who drafts at 2?
Go ahead, Mr. Pove.
All right, then. Pove it is.
Do I go with my gimme pick? Because I know it don't matter how good these players are, it's just about the coolness of their name. But I'm gonna go with actually originally slated as my 3rd pick first, just because I really want him. And I'm gonna go with Johnny Gaudreau, aka Johnny Hockey.
Johnny Hockey. All right, then. Local
Good one.
boy. Nice. Love it. And definitely one of the top talents currently in the NHL. All right.
I'll get some first line goals from Mr. Hockey.
Yeah.
Part
You
2.
definitely would. Yeah. All right. So next up, me. My first pick's going to be a defenseman, and one of my favorite names of all time, number 23, formerly of the New York Rangers, Jeff Bookeboom.
Go with a D-man in the first round. I like your style. Boom is nice.
And Brodo's laughing.
Yeah, like he was a good player too.
Jeff Bookeboom and
Brother.
Well, hold on. Before we jump back into that, though, just wanted to give people the spelling of it, because some people don't really know how this name is spelled. You'll never believe it. It's Beukeboom. That's the weirdest spelling in the history of anything. You would think it would have an O or a U in there, not an E. But anyway.
All right, so in between rounds, I think it'd be kind of a cool idea to get some of these comments in here. So, Brody, you want to pop some of these comments up?
Yeah, definitely would be a good idea to do that. And Thomas Arnone chiming in, love this idea. Thank you, Tom. And, of course, you can catch Tom doing pretty much everything at A2D Radio, but the flagship, Agree to Disagree, on Sundays, AM and the PM on Wednesdays. Don't miss them. Andy Ritter saying mine. I don't know what he meant by that, but okay. And Chrome chiming in, hi, fellas, agree to the poll. At least they're the most fun to say. And that, of course, is the poll being hockey names are the coolest names in all sports. Agree or disagree. And we got a Cographer Hockey 1. I think that's how you say that. And he says,
AKA Go for Hockey.
Ding. Oh, boom.
100%.
AKA Go for Hockey.
Cool. Anyway, 100% agree. So thank you for chiming in on that one. Andy once again chiming in. My dudes love this idea. Love hockey names. Can't pronounce 75% of them, but I love them. Yeah. And then Frank saying, hey, yo, sorry to bother you. Hashtag banana heads at work of bleeping course. I'll give you my team later in the show. It's a fun one. Oh, I'm sure it is there, Frankie. And Frank
it's
also
probably 18 skaters of Joe Thornton sucks.
Oh, man. And Frank saying, my favorite non-hockey one, caca. I'm sure that's a soccer one since it's one. And then we've got MB saying, yeah, he's saying, Vladimir Nemesnikov, dude's a scrub, but hockey wins. Yeah.
100% on that one. 100%.
And Ryan Brodo chiming in with Coco Crisp, who was baseball. So there are cool names around the world of sports. He also put in a NASCAR racer of Dick Trickle. Okay, that's a poor name if I've ever heard one. And Peter Evans saying disagree. Really? He says Peter Evans also saying I can't spell or say more than half of the names. Well, I have a great show. All right, Pete.
I understand. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun, Pete.
That is true. David Roscoe saying all about the Ducks regular season will be back. Will it? Who knows at this point? And hey, Nicole Heron chiming back in. And she's saying hello. She's saying, hello, boys. Hope you all are doing well. Well, we are in our secluded state. We are definitely doing well. And she's also chiming in Johnny Aduya. Yes. Technically a former Flyer, although he never played a single day for the team.
That's one of my picks. I'll just let the cat out of the bag later on for sure.
And Billy Hawko saying, I'm going with Step Nemeto. Sounds like step on my toe. And my first pick. And yeah, Frank's perfect first pick is Grant Clitsome. Yeah. Yeah, I will admit. Mike Smith 121 saying Jack Dawson is my favorite hockey player. Really interesting. Why is he your favorite hockey player? Hopefully you can throw in that. And then Finisher 88 saying gotta pick the devil himself. Ah, okay. I see what he's doing.
Punisher
88, gotcha. All right. So keep those comments rolling in, fam.
So wait, I'm
Love you
curious
guys.
Who's the devil himself? I want to know.
That
I
is
want to
good.
know who the devil himself is.
I think 88 for Lindros. I'm thinking that. But hey, man, Punisher, tell us who it is.
Oh,
all right.
Hero. Miroslav Shatan.
Miroslav Shatan.
I got you.
Satan.
I'm with you, Punisher.
Okay. Gotcha.
Satan.
And Joseph Orakovsky saying Ron Tugnut. Yes, Tugnut. That was a good name back in the day. Actually, I think he was the Columbus Blue Jackets' first goalie. But anyway, he also played for the Penguins. Why do we know that? Because we scored on him after 5 OTs. But anyway, all right, back to this. Okay, so our number 2 picks, Mr. Daly. Since you are number 1, continue the draft, my good man.
I'm going to go with the right winger, also
right
from
winger?
the Anaheim Ducks.
Okay.
You seen a trend? Teemu Selanne.
Teemu Selanne, okay. Bit of a homer move, but okay.
One of the great names. Greatest name ever.
I respect it. You got to put some talent on the board, and man, there was none more better than, especially the Winnipeg Jets days.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. Yeah, you know what they should have called him? They should have called him the Salami. Teemu the Salami Selanne. Oh my God, that would have been perfect. Put that on T-shirts, sell that throughout the arena. Seriously, man. What? The Ducks would have made a shit ton of money off of that. Do not tell me they wouldn't have. Or at least the rivals of the Ducks would have made a shit ton of money off of that. I'm thinking monetizing here. It's important. Very important. All right.
Just stop it.
Rob. Rob, who you got?
All right. Number 2 pick. This is an obvious one, but it's a classic name. Love it. You know, you got to go. I should have probably picked him 1, but I really wanted Johnny Hockey. So I'm going to go with the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Gretzky?
For pick number 2.
Okay, then. It is a hockey name. That is definitely for sure.
Iconic.
The hockey name.
Yeah. At least it's a hockey name instead of the great one, the greatest hockey player that ever played the game. It's just like Jim Bob or some random ass, like basic name you'll find anywhere in Canada and the United States. But anyway. All right, so my next pick is going to be right winger, number 68. You know where this is going. Jaromir Jagr, the ageless one himself. He had a cool name. No one can deny it. And apparently, from what my mom said, when I was a baby, I used to laugh every single time his name came up on the TV. So, or anytime my dad would say his name. So there you go.
That's a fun story.
Yeah. So more than just the fact that he was an awesome player. All right. And what we got? We got Tim Sullivan saying Ducks don't make a shit ton unless Emilio Estevez isn't involved. Well, hey, we got Emilio Estevez involved. He's right here.
I'm here.
The ghost of Gordon Bombay.
The sad part is he's right. The sad part is Tim's right. Like, even when the team is playing well, they still don't seem to sell out the arena for some reason. I don't understand why. But, it's just not a hockey town. It's a baseball town.
And the Angels don't win anything. That's the sad part of it.
Not really.
And over to Brodo chiming in with Boots Day, who played in the MLB. Does anyone remember that guy at all? Because I don't really watch baseball.
Oh, what about Rally Fingers for baseball?
That probably would. Yeah, I heard. Apparently, he had a great, cool handlebar mustache too back in the day, like a really sweet, kick-ass mustache.
He did.
All right, and Frank
So did
Vespi.
Lanny McDonald.
Yeah. And Frank Vespi saying how much.
I mean, what was his nickname?
What? What was that,
his
Brian?
nickname?
What was whose nickname?
Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald.
No, yeah. Okay. And we got Frank Vespi chiming in. How much nut can a tuck nut tuck if a tug neck could tuck nut?
4.
And Nicole Heron picking someone from my own Tampa Bay Lightning team history, Luca Cunty. Great one. Good one. Great one. Love it.
Cheers.
Joseph Kordohosky.
This is another good one.
Yeah, chiming in Jonathan Chichu, and I'm good. That's going to give it away. I did pick Jonathan Chichu to be on my team as a right winger, number 14.
Oh, we can double pick. We can double pick. All right.
Yeah, who may remember him from his days as a San Jose Shark. That was pretty much his most prominent time period in the NHL. What team did he get traded to? Does anyone remember? Or did he just walk from the San Jose Sharks? I wasn't.
No, Chicago?
He walked.
Really? I don't remember.
No, for some reason, I want to say Ottawa.
Ottawa? I don't know. Either way, though, he didn't do much.
I don't know why.
He didn't do much after his San Jose time. So,
All
right.
Yeah, Ottawa. Ding, ding, ding. You are a winner, Brian, for only one season and then walked away.
Okay. Ryan Brodo chiming in. God Sham God. Oh my God. God Sham God. Providence basketball. Okay. Interesting. And Frank Vespi saying second pick. Pure juice. Pronounced pear juice. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And then Billy Hawko got the best one. Hakan Lube. Yes, Hakan Lube. And Ryan Brodo chiming in. Wolfgang Wolf, who played soccer. That's a cool name. That is a cool name. Clinky saying, what's good, my boys? What's up, Clinky? Speaking of cool names, Clinky's got himself a cool name.
Yes, sir.
He has a name.
Street hockey.
Yeah. And then he says to answer the poll, yes. Best names of all time. Yeah, we do miss you, Mikey. And he agrees with the poll. Broder then saying Dick Pole, who played baseball. Okay.
He did. I think I have his baseball card.
You have his baseball card?
I think I do.
Oh, that's great. And what was the guy? Frank Vespi saying good pals with rusty cunts.
Fucking
Jerky Boys reference. I like it. I respect that.
And then Jake Friel saying, what up, boys? Definitely agree to the poll. Pavel Magic Man Datsuk, one of my favorites. Yeah, Datsuk was the man back in Detroit, back in the day.
Not on my list. That's a good name.
That is a good name.
He is on my list. He's on one of my honorable mentions.
Gotcha. Chrome saying
he's on highlight reel.
And Chrome chiming in with Dewana Boner. WNBA is a good one. Okay, then. That is a good one.
Let me think.
Bonner.
Bonner, Boner. It looked like Boner, so excuse me.
Bonner.
When in doubt, you go with
Boner. One N.
Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, you go with the porn pronunciation. When in doubt, that's the best way to go. All right, Joseph Horakowski, Kevin Shattenkirk. Yes, that is true. That's an all-time classic right there, Kevin Shattenkirk. And Nicole Heron saying pick number 3, Clayton Stoner, D-man for the Wild and Ducks. That is true. Chrome also saying always been a fan of Boof Bonser in baseball too. All right. And Joseph Horakowski, Flyers throwback. Larry, is he good enough? Yes, that's a good pick right there. Larry Goodenough, who was on those Stanley Cup teams back in the 1970s. Okay, so time to go into our next pick. Bri, take it away.
All right. I'm actually my pick number 3. I agree with Robbie here. I'm gonna go with Wayne Gretzky. That completes my first line.
All right then. Cool.
How can you not? How can you not? It rounds out any line, and I mean, like I said, it's not exactly all about the best players; it's the coolest names, and if that's one of your favorites, roll with it, baby.
There you go.
Gretzky, baby. That's a cool name.
Now, this may sound crazy, but I actually don't have Gretzky on my team at all. I feel like it was too easy. That's just my personal opinion. It's too easy to go for it, you know?
I thought that too, but I figured if it's in the first 3 picks, those are like the obvious picks, like in any draft that you do in any sport. So I was like, all right, let me try to put together a dominant top line. But I got a little creative with Johnny Gaudreau at number 1, I guess.
That is true. No, that's true.
That's what I did. My first line. look at my first line. My first line, aside from Heinen, it's like 3,000 career points right there, just between the two of them.
All right, and now most of that's Gretzky's. But but next up we go to Rob's next pick. Robbie, what you got?
Well, to end my obvious picks from this top line, I got to get my right winger. I have my left winger in Johnny Gaudreau. I got my center iceman in Gretzky. Well, I'm going to go for my second most iconic name in hockey, and it's when you get a goal, you get an assist, and you have a little fisticuffs. The Gordie Howe hat trick.
Nice. All right, then. So going with Gordie Howe. Love it. Mr. Hockey. Nothing better than that. All right, next up for me. Continuing my top line, I will center my line with the one and only Mike Modano, number 9, who, of course, played most of his career with the Dallas/Minnesota North Stars. He did play towards the end for Detroit, but that really is irrelevant. But anyway.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was really wasn't really, I think, the highlight of his career anyway. He was about ready to But yeah, so Mike Modano, who was for a long time the best U.S.-born player in NHL history for a while. All right.
Hey, it's Modano with meatballs. Anybody know that movie reference? A little tweaked. Brodo knows it.
I can't say that I do.
Brodo has to know it.
Brian's like, nah, man, you lost me, dude. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I feel like I definitely should, but I can't put my finger on it. I can't.
Allow me to say the actual original quote. Hey, it's Madonna with meatballs.
I'll get back to you. I'm gonna go to Google.
Okay, so while producer man goes to Google, time for us to continue forward. We'll make our next pick here. Bri, what you got?
For this one, I'm going to go defenseman. I'm going to do my defensive pairings here. I'm going to give a little hometown love here. Eric Desjardins.
Desjardins? Okay.
He's my favorite flyer. Gotta give a little flyer
that's a
love.
good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, he was the captain of the defense for a long time and one of the best offensive contributors as well, not just on the other side of the ice, but also on the offensive zone, too.
Shame on me, Pove.
I know.
It's Caddyshack. Shame on me.
Correct.
Oh.
I think Daly just wanted to kill himself.
Lacey Evans. Oh, her name's Lacey Evans, I think, in Caddyshack. And that's the name of a wrestler. Is that right? Hold on. No, I think Underall.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, dude, that would have been kick-ass.
Try.
But then we would have known where Lacey got her name from. It was like, oh, you just stole it off of Caddyshack. Real original. Nice.
Pove, it's impossible for me to forget that name. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No doubt.
All right, so Pove, who you got now?
I too want to go with a defenseman with my 4th pick, and I had Eric Desjardins pegged out as well. I could go with him, right?
Yeah, you can go with him. Who cares?
I agree with Brian. It's the right spot to pick him because not only is it one of the cooler names in hockey, but he's a great top D man to have on your team, man. Yeah, I'll go with Eric D's. Nuts.
I actually got his autograph laying around somewhere.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah. I met him at work one day. He was doing like a coaches meeting when he was a defensive coach or whatever he was doing, special advisor or whatever his role was.
Okay.
That's
Had to have
awesome.
been right when he retired.
It was.
Makes sense.
Very cool.
All right.
Yeah, I went
Very
up to him.
cool.
I'm like, hey, you're Eric Desjardins. He's like, yup. I'm like, will you sign my hat? He's like, sure, why not?
Nice.
I
was
would
like, cool.
I would trade one of my times
I
that
think
I met
annoyed him
Bundy.
though.
Did you?
I think I annoyed him though.
Frank Vespi chimed in. Pick number 3, Radic Bonk. That's a great name.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And Chrome saying Stubby Clapp, who was Cardinals' first base coach, sounds like an STD. and Nicole Heron chiming in. Honorable mention, Jersey Christ, who's the forward for the Islerhorn EC, which is German hockey name. And it says, I'm proud of you, Matt, for not picking Gretzky. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Nicole. And let's see here. Ryan Brodo saying, how do you say it? Your Highness Morgan? You're kidding me. That's literally his name? Okay. Here's an interesting one. Let's see. Chief Kickin Stallinson. Wow. The hell kind of a name is that? Is he at least from Africa or some shit like
It's
that?
a long one.
That is a nice long one. Can they even fit that on the back of one of the tank tops that they have? It can't be possible.
No, it's possible. I'll come in with an image in a second.
Ooh, I remember her.
Yeah, Peekaboo. That's a good name.
Ryan Bros saying Peekaboo
Yeah.
Street Pro Skiing. And Nicole
I
Heron says
remember her.
Nicole Heron saying pick number 4, Alexander Semin from Caps and Canes. Unfortunately, it's pronounced yes, it's pronounced Semin instead of, semen. But anyway, I used to thought it was until,
the first time
they
I
said
saw
it.
that.
What?
I'm with you, Maddie. Just keep going.
And Joseph Horakowski saying Jordan Tutu. That is a good name, Jordan Tutu. Is he still playing? I don't think
What was his brother's name?
What?
Yarko Rutu. That's another good one.
Yeah, it is. Frank Vestry saying Prince Charles Aurora, Western Kentucky football, also teammates with Wonderful Terry. That's his name? No way is that his name. And Frank Vestry saying pick number 4, Wacy Rabbit from the ECHL. What the hell? Okay, I did not know that one. That's an interesting one. And Frank Vestry saying Chicken Wolf baseball. Okay, interesting.
Y'all making names up now.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
making names up.
Jordan Tutu last played in 2016-17 with the Blackhawks, at least in the NHL. I don't know about KHL or otherwise.
Okay, I wasn't sure
I
if he
think
was
he's
still
playing over in Europe now.
Okay, yeah, because
No, I
he
think he's
was.
in Europe.
Okay, because he was playing for a while in the NHL, and I didn't hear about him retiring. Anyway, okay, next up, our number 5 pick, I believe that's what we're on now. And Bri, take it away.
I'm gonna go here. Where can I go from here? Might go back to my forwards. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with left winger Esa Tikkanen.
Esa
From the New
Tikkanen.
York Rangers. And the
Nice.
Florida Panthers.
Yes, and the Edmonton Oilers. Don't forget about his time there.
Oh, I did. What are you gonna do?
That's actually the reason why he was on the Rangers, because he was a former Oiler. Back when the Rangers were trying to clone the 1980s team. But anyway. But hey, can't knock it. It worked. They won a cup. Anyway.
This is true.
Robbie, who you got?
I'm going another D-man. He's been mentioned in the comments already. I think it's a good spot to take him. Kevin Shattenkirk. How can you not love that name?
One of the famous.
Yeah, I saw somebody in the comments with it.
Yeah. and one of the famous alumni of Fantasy Dominance now back in the day. What was it? You guys couldn't go any show without saying Shattenkirk.
Shattenkirk. No, yeah, definitely. But I like my number 1 D pairing with Daisy and Shattenkirk. That's awesome.
Nice. Love it. Okay, and my pick, finishing off my top line, and this is not a homer move because it's not my team, and I went with Teemu Selanne as well because it's such an awesome name.
Oh yeah, classic.
Gotta love Timu.
You can't
Gotta
hate
love-
Timu. You gotta love
No.
Timu. Timu's the best. He was. All right. So next up, pick number
First Hall of
6.
Famer.
That is true. And a Stanley Cup champion. Oh, Frank Vespi. Pick number 5, Sebastian Aho. Which one? Yes. Okay, I know what you got. I see what you did there. And then Jason A. Gutteridge. What's up, man? Saying Riho Ristolainen. Yes, can't go wrong with that one. And Bing to Aki Gustafsson. Yeah. All right, I'll go with on that one. Going back to the 80s. Yep.
Is he
Props
real
on the
quick?
top
Is he
prediction too.
Rasmus' dad?
What's up?
Is he Rasmus's dad?
Maybe.
Rasmus Ristolainen, the defenseman from Buffalo.
Maybe. I don't know. Because it's hard to tell because you don't know what the common names are in Finland. There's a lot of names that go over like you have Philip Forsberg, and he's from Sweden, and you have Peter Forsberg, but they're not related. It's not like Peter's nephew or anything like that. So, but anyway. All right. So let's see here. Nicole Heron, who is saying, I can back him up. Rabbit is an ECHL player. He was on my list of non-NHL players. All right, then. So we've got research, big-time research being done by Nicole and Frank. Greg saying, what's up, fellas? Those foreign names are wonderful. Hell yeah, they are, man. Hell yeah. Hell, even the ones from Canada sometimes and the ones from America, they kind of leave you like, how the hell is he American or Canadian with that last name? But anyway. All right. And Huron also saying pick number 5, left winger, Robin Big Snake. And yes, Big Snake is his last name, was with the Red Wings in 05-06. Yes, this is true. He was. Tim Sullivan saying Devils did it too in the 90s. They cloned the Canadians. That is true. That is true. You are not wrong with that.
In response to your comparison with Edmonton and the Rangers, he fired that comment out. It was a very valid point.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You forget that sometimes. It's like, yeah, that's true. They did kind of copy it. And Albert Offshore saying, in Gritty we trust. You damn right. In Gritty we trust.
What's up, Albert?
He died. Yeah, and what's up? He died for our sins. And Punisher 88 coming back saying, think brawlers have best names. Stu the Grim Reaper Grimson.
Yeah.
Thomas Brashear, and who was the bomber? Oh, well, the bomber that I know is Tom Bladden, but that was back on the Flyers in the 70s, so maybe. Oh, and Daniel Linsky saying Ulf Samuelson. Yes, Ulf Samuelson's a good name. Good name there. Good brawler, too. Big time good brawler. All right. Now, let's see here.
I love seeing all these new names in here. Welcome, everybody.
Yes,
seeing all
absolutely.
these new names.
Yes. Thank you so much for commenting in. We are very happy to welcome you to the fam. Hopefully you guys will continue to join us in future installments. And keep those comments rolling in, baby. Keep them rolling in. We thrive on you guys. All right. So where did I leave off? It was Rob who made his pick, right?
Yeah, I made 5 picks so far.
Okay, I don't think I made mine. So
yeah, it's on you.
Yeah. So let me dive into... Oh, no, I did. My bad. I finished it off with Timu.
Yeah, you went Timu. Yeah.
Pick 6.
So we're up to
Let's
6.
go.
Pick 6. I'm going to go with very young Carolina Hurricanes right winger Andrei Svechnikov.
Ah, good Russian name right there. Like that pick.
He's going to be a really good young player, too.
Goes good with the
He's going to be
Stoli.
really good. Yeah. Where is Stoli? Oh, wait, he's in Anaheim. Sorry.
Yeah.
In case anybody's wondering what I'm drinking tonight, it's a 99 White Russian. It's basically a White Russian, but with 99 bananas. Tastes like chocolate bananas. It's yummy.
I gotta go with the hockey. I gotta go with the hockey
Oh,
beer.
Cheers it.
That blue, baby.
Cheers
There you
it.
go,
Boom.
brother. Right.
You know what? I just realized, Rob, maybe you should have bartended at one point. You seem to be like really good with mixing the drinks and coming up with these special kind of concoctions.
Who says I haven't?
That's a good point. I never did ask. Never did
New
ask.
Brunswick days. No, I don't think I had ever bartended. I was back of the house in terms of restaurants, like Brian Cook.
Gotcha.
Never
Yep.
bartender though. But I like getting behind the bar, doing a little mixology.
Yeah.
I'd rather mix other things than alcohol. I'm not a big alcohol guy. I'll drink beer. That's it.
Right on.
Okay.
Give me a little whiskey.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother.
All right. As long as you
Nah,
get
man.
drunk, right? That's the important thing. As long as you're drunk. No, right. Robbie, your turn, my man. Who's number 6?
Number 6 is number 2 homer pick of the evening for me, but it's another classic hockey game. I think non-Flyers fans would pick this guy, and it's my goaltender. It's my starting goaltender. It's Ronnie Hextall.
Hexy. Okay. Hexy. All right. Go with Hexy on that one.
Not a bad one. It's not a bad one.
All right.
That's
So
it.
my next up, let's see. My number 6 pick for me. I will finish out my defensive pair, and I'm going with Darius Kasparaitis.
Actually, that's a good one. I do like Darius Kasparaitis. I'm seeing a lot of great names in the comments here tonight.
I was waiting
son of a bitch. Not because I wanted him, but because I loathe that man. But it's hockey.
And that's why I picked him.
You son of a bitch.
It only helped that he had a cool name. Wait, go back to Frank's pick. I missed it. Frank's pick for pick number 6 is Pierre-Luc Letourneau Leblond. Yes, that was a actual name back in the day. Rob's so mad he actually cut the camera feed. All right, and Joseph Orakovsky, we have Mika Kiprusov, good one. Vincent Damphus, and early 2000 Sharks. Yeah, there was a lot of cool names on the Sharks back when they first showed up. Tim Sullivan chiming in with
they suck.
and chiming in from Tim Sullivan is Tony Twist. Yes, one of the best fighters that played the game.
Another good one.
Another
good one.
Yep. And Nicole Heron saying, I had him on my list too. His parents must have hated him, giving him not only a hyphenated last name, but a hyphenated first name as well. Yeah, I could say that. Either that or they were just so superbly French that they wanted people to trip over their words because French people like to do that. All right, Nicole Heron saying, D-man for the LA Kings, Alexei Zhitnik. That's a good one. That is a good one. I used to call him Shitlick, but that was because, it was too easy. And let's see. Daniel.
And he was the favorite probably at that point.
That's a good point. And let's see.
I know you too well, Maddie.
Yeah, true. And Daniel Linsky, Eddie Boxcar Hospodar. Yeah, that's a good one. However you spell it. I think it was Hospodar, but still. Jason A. Gutteridge saying Dale Kushner. Dale Kushner, that's not a bad one. It's not a bad no. Daniel Linsky also saying Bob Battleship Kelly. Yeah, the Hound. And Tim Sullivan saying Ron, shoot it from the blue line, Hextall. There you go. Boom. All right. And now that we got that out of the way, hold on. Joseph Horkovsky saying Luke Robitaille and Sergei Fedorov, not funny names, but great hockey names. And let's not forget the Sutter and Stahl families. Oh, yeah. There's a ton of Sutters and freaking
You see,
Stahls.
now, Joseph just stole my next pick.
Who stole
I'm
your
not
next
going to
pick?
say which one yet, but Joseph just stole one of my picks, my next pick.
Joe's been firing him out all night, man. He's been rattling off. He already picked 2 teams already. He's a big fan of cool hockey.
Man.
Not a big fan of Brett Brown, though, as I discovered the other night. But awesome hockey names he's been firing out all night, along with the one that's posted on
absolutely.
Yeah, Daniel Linsky chiming in. Andre the Moose Dupont. Yes, Moose Dupont, of course, part of those Stanley Cup winnings. Tim Sullivan, Jeff Bokaboom. Yes, that is right. I did pick Bokaboom first overall because it is such a cool name. All right, and he was a good defenseman too. People kind of forget that. They just forget how cool. They remember how cool his name was.
Solid.
All right then. So now on to numero 7. Brian, who you got?
Well, since Joseph kind of stole my thunder, Luke Robitaille.
Luke Robitaille. Okay. All right, Luke Robitaille it is.
Classic.
And of course,
Classic.
and legendary player of the Los Angeles Kings. Of course, his number is retired for a reason, and he actually joined the team when they were still wearing those yellow and purple jerseys back in the day. So there you go. All right.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got drafted in the late 80s, and then that led to them eventually changing the colors when Gretzky got there. You think that was one of Gretzky's points to coming to the Kings? It's like, I ain't coming until you change those stupid colors.
No. I don't think he had a say in anything.
All right.
100.
I actually, it is a shame we never did get to see Gretzky wearing one of those. But anyway, all right, Rob, go on to.
But we did. Hold on, before we go to Rob, we did get to see him wear those ugly ass Burger King jerseys.
Yes, you are right. We did get to see that. Yes, you're right. You're right. All right, Rob, take it away. Who you got at 7?
Go with my 7th pick. I'm going to start with my second line center because any team is as good as their second line center. It was always a favorite non-flyer of mine. That's Joe Sakic, Colorado Avalanche.
Nice, nice. Good pick right there. Good, solid pick. Great player. Great
Another
player.
honorable mention off the board for me.
Yeah. All right, then. And one of the last few Quebec Nordiques that ever played in the league, too. So there you go. He has that to his name besides his cups. All right. On to my next pick, my number 7. And my number 7 is starting off my second line. And I'm going with the right winger, number 28, none other than Mark Recchi. Have to go with him. Now, I did pick number 28. I know he had a different number when he was playing for the Flyers. But still, though, he had multiple numbers in his career. I was trying to keep it up with the team.
He wore 11 with Montreal, right?
Yes.
And then he wore 8 with the Flyers.
Yes.
And then I know he wore, was it 13 for the Hurricanes when they won? Where did he wear 28?
What's up?
Where did he wear 28?
I think it was Pittsburgh.
Boston.
There we go. That was what it was.
I just saw when they replayed the 2010 Game 7. I was like, oh, yeah, fucking Recchi was on that team.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rec.
Yeah.
Maybe he helped us. You don't know.
I mean,
he's got 3 Stanley Cups. He's got 3 Stanley Cups. He ain't sorry.
Yeah,
the black and gold was his lucky colors because he only won cups on those teams. He never won cups on any of the other teams.
No. Carolina.
Was he on that team?
He won a couple Carolina.
Was he on that team? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Was he? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll look that up. But anyway.
It was definitely Brendamore.
Brendamore was he was the captain of the team. Yeah. But I'm not sure. I don't think he was, but maybe I'm wrong. All right. Anyway.
I'm gonna look it up right now, but I'm 98% sure.
Okay, then. So, yeah, but I got the Wrecking Ball himself, Mark Recchi, as my number 7 pick. While Bri looks it up, we'll go to some of these comments. Joseph Horakowski saying, if you pick Mark Recchi, you gotta pick Mike Ritchie.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I knew that I was going to get a lot of Flyers ones in my head, so I was like, all right, I either got to pick Ritchie or I got to pick Recchi. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to pick a whole bunch of Flyers names and not have anybody else. So I went with Recchi instead of Ritchie. Sorry.
Interesting fact.
Can you read it?
I can't read that at all. It's blurry as hell. Cannot read it.
Won cups in 1991 with Pittsburgh. All right, it's all right. I'm reading it. 91 with Pittsburgh, 2006 with Carolina, and 2011 with Boston.
Okay, so he was on that team. Yeah, I forgot all about that, honestly. Mostly because Eric Stahl was the guy, and Hot Rod, of course, and Cam Ward just killing it that year. And I think that was his rookie year. But anyway, Jason A. Gooderidge once again chiming in. Darren Rumble. There's a good name. And I do believe he played on the Flyers, too. And let's see here. Nicole Heron saying pick number 7, goaltender for LA Kings, Yutaka Fukufuji. Japanese one. Yes. Frank Vespi, pick number 7, Bob Beers. I figured we were going to hear that one before the night was out. And Joe saying, Brett, I drink more than Steve Coates Brown. What an awful coach. And Jason saying Garth Butcher, another good name. Good name.
Real quick, interesting point, Joe. Surprisingly, I do not have Johnny LeClaire on my team.
Oh, that actually shocks me. You don't, Rob. Wow. Yeah. Holy crap.
Too obvious, and it was more the style of play. I mean, not that he doesn't have a great hockey name, and I could keep him as like a reserve or an honorable mention, but nah. I tried to represent like different eras of hockey within this team too.
Yeah, so true. I got you. I was trying to space it out.
And what the fuck am I gonna do? Pick 8 Flyers? Like, come on now.
Yeah, there's been some cool names that the Flyers have had, but there's been cool names for every team. And see, Tim Sullivan saying those burger shirt jerseys are worth a ton. I could imagine they are. They're probably collector's items. Let's see. Brian Wilson saying,
Wilson?
What's up, Wilson? What's up? And Tim Sullivan saying, Joe Sakic equals class. Yes, you are not wrong. And Daniel Linsky saying, Dave the Hammer Schultz. Of course, gotta love the Hammer. And then he says, is he good enough? Yep, is he good enough? And Brodo saying,
I'm so bad.
And Ryan Brodo saying, having a look doobie soccer player. Holy shit, that's a name? Holy shit. All right, Ryan Brodo saying, fair hooker, Cleveland Browns. Oh my God. You know what the funny part is? There's probably a lot of people who are Cleveland Browns fans looking for a fair hooker right now, just with the way that team plays. But anyway, Joseph Horakowski also saying, but you're not a Browns fan, Bri. You can't raise your hand on that. And then Joseph
Horakowski for a fair hooker, Maddie. Everybody's looking for a fair hooker.
Maddie, he's a Ducks fan. He might as well be a Browns fan.
Joseph Horakowski.
Spread your wings and fly, baby. Spread them.
And Joseph Horakowski saying, if you pick Simon Gagne, then you got to take Sam Gagne. You could also take Dave Gagne too. Played back in the day, although they may have said Gagner back in those days. But anyway,
quick question, Daly. A little trivia question for you. What do the Ducks and the Browns have in common?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to like the answer to this.
Go ahead. You don't want to give a guess? You want to give a guess?
No, I'm good. You can tell me.
The one thing, or one of the many things that the Browns and Ducks have in common, they both have movies based off of them. Goodbye.
Okay.
That wasn't going to be as good as I thought.
You know why it's not as good as you thought? Because it's about the Ducks.
Just saying. Draft Day? I enjoyed Draft Day. I thought that was a very good movie.
All right. Next up, Daniel Linsky saying Keith Acton, another good name, back from the Flyers in the 1980s. And Punisher 88 saying more brawlers. Basil McRae, yes. Brashear, and Thomas Arno chiming in with haha Clinton Dix, phenomenal name just in general. Yeah, that's a good one.
Who names their kid haha?
The 2 people that I guess were high when they had him, so they said haha.
Had to have been.
And Thomas would say loved Draft Day. And Eileen, hey, what's up, Eileen?
Hey, Eileen.
She's saying, who is the voice of God there? That is Gordon Bombay chiming in with those little nuggets of knowledge.
That would be me.
No, don't you dare, Brian. Don't you dare.
I don't even hear what he said.
And Punisher 88 saying Cam Neely, another good name. All right. And Eileen saying, great name, Rod the Bod Brenda Moore. Yeah. And Nicole Heron saying, pick number 8, Dion Phaneuf from the Leafs. And I remember Phaneuf. I hated Phaneuf. He was a piece of shit when he played. But, hey, he was a good player, though, for what he was. And let's see here. Frank Vespi chiming in, pick number 8, Elvis Merzlinkins. And, of course, current goaltender for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Elvis has entered the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Need to know two things, man.
Yeah.
One is I'm the king, and look out, man. All right.
Who played that?
Yo, keep reading up
That
some of these
was
comments. I'll be right
Jack
back.
White of the White Stripes.
Thing.
Yes, and he did a
Yeah,
damn good
I'll be right,
impression,
I'll be
too.
back in a sec.
What'd you say, Brian?
He said he'd be right back.
I'll be back.
Oh,
I'll be back.
okay, so Brian will be back, and Tom Arnaud chiming in. Maxim Afinogenov, great name, and killed us. Yes, he
Yes.
did. And that's why I hate the Buffalo Sabres. All right, and Eileen saying, question. Okay. Question. And Jason saying, Miroslav Zatan, Satan himself, of course. Ask for the devil, and he shall appear. And Eileen saying, did you all like Eric Lindros? I liked Eric Lindros.
You know, man, some people could say that, they question his character towards the end of his career, but I always thought something that people made fun of, I respected. When he cried during those ESPYs, that's how much he cared about winning a cup for this city. And if you care that much as a professional athlete, you're okay in my book.
Yeah, absolutely. And Joseph Horkowski saying, are y'all picking coaches? I actually didn't pick one.
Pick it on the fly, baby, because I know Brian has one. I got
All
one
right.
too.
I'll have to pick one. All right. Punisher88 saying Manon Rayum. Yeah, that's a good
name.
one. That's a good one.
Very good name.
All right, so let's go to pick 8 here. Kick it off here. I will do my second line, my centerman, Andreas Antanasiou, the guy that I wished would have came to the Philadelphia Flyers in the trade deadline because I wanted to buy his jersey so damn bad, and of course, he did not come to the Flyers, and that sucks ass that he didn't come to the Flyers. But oh well, that's my pick number 8. Number 72, Andreas Antanasiou. Rob.
I left him off my list just for you.
Thank you.
Wanted
Thank
him.
you. I appreciate that, Rob.
I figured one of you guys were going to say it.
It was too easy, but at the same time, it's the coolest hockey name I think currently right now. And I really do mean that. There's very few that I think compete with him.
All right, so we're on number 8. Did you both go yet?
I did. Rob did not.
Go ahead, Rob.
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah, man.
All right. I'm going to go with it. I have a choice between two names that were mentioned already. So I'm going to go with the more unique one. And I'm going with left winger to my Joe Sakic, Jonathan Chichu.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one.
Okay.
All right.
I Chichu!
So, my number 8 is probably going to piss you off, Rob. Because you think he's a scumbag.
It's not Kasperitis, is it?
Patrick Kane.
Ah. I always thought that was kind of a basic name. But that's just me.
Love
That's
Kaner.
just... All
He's
right.
probably my favorite player in the league still, right now to this day.
I'm Italian. I hold grudges. 2010 still hurts.
I'm a ginger and an Italian, so I hold double the amount of grudges. So there you go.
Well, you
And
just
he
have
will
no
steal
soul.
your soul.
He's not going to steal it. He doesn't have one.
No. Steal yours.
You're not stealing mine. You need to get your own.
I have so many. I got all these collection right here on my arm. But anyway, always have room for more. All right. Let's see. Number 9 on the list here for the picks. Finishing off line number 2, I rolled with number 14, Esa Tikkanen. I did it too. It's too easy. Awesome name.
It is
back
an
in the
awesome
day.
name. It is an awesome name.
Former Stanley Cup champion on multiple occasions. Robbie, who you got?
Yogs.
Ah, nice. Like it.
Look at that line. I got Sakic centering Jonathan Chichu and Jaromir Jagr. That's a pretty damn good line, too.
That is a damn good line right there. That's a cool line. All right, then. Bri, who you got?
All right, so we're up to number 9 now.
That we are.
I'm gonna go with a legend, mainly in Pittsburgh, you got to go Mario Lemieux. Super Mario. Even he's got one of the best nicknames in all of hockey.
Super Mario.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is an awesome name.
Absolutely.
And Nicole Heron saying pick number 9, played as a forward on the Leafs, Canadiens, Sabres, Kings, and Rangers, Dick Duff. that is true. That wasn't
Duff man.
And let's see.
Come in hot.
And Joseph Orakowski saying Mike Babcock, Lindy Ruff, Scotty Bowman, and Rod Brindamore, player and coach. That is true.
Oh, you went coaches there.
Yeah. And see Tim Sullivan saying Lindros, Gary Thorne, and Clement are the reason I fell in love with the game of hockey. Yeah,
I can understand that. I like Bill Clement.
Yeah, tremendous.
That was a great team. That was a great team on ESPN. Gary Thorne and Bill Clement. I wish Gary Thorne would still call hockey games, but he doesn't. He calls the Orioles. Why, I don't know. But anyway.
They pay him more.
They must. It's the only thing that would keep him there. And Joseph Horakowski, Andreas, happy to see you. Yes, that is true. And Eileen saying, I met Lindros back in the 90s. He was an asshole. Just saying.
I believe it.
And David Roska saying, when is NHL regular season will be back this end of April or May? Honestly, no. I don't even think the regular season's coming back at all. If we'll be lucky if we get the playoffs. Let's just put it to you that way. We will be very lucky if we get a Stanley Cup champion this year.
Oh, we'll definitely have that. I think when they come back, they're going to do a little training camp session and jump right into the playoffs. Kind of do something similar to what the NBA is trying to do and extend it. But the regular season, it's done. There's no way they're going to fit it in.
Well, the city of Toronto did a nice little gut punch to the chances for both the NHL and the NBA to come back, because they're already just outlawing public gatherings all the way till the end of summer. And Toronto being a big city integral in both the NHL and the NBA, it's almost like forcing the respective leagues' hands. But I want to start a petition saying "fuck Toronto." Let's go. You know what I mean?
Here's an upside, Rob. They could potentially wind up playing in a neutral arena.
Right.
So that's a It's always a possibility, especially if they extend it and do just the playoffs. They could find an arena that's not being used and see if they'll let them play there.
What the fuck is that going to be in Dodger Stadium too?
No.
Probably.
Tom was right on with that video he posted earlier.
Everything is going to Dodger Stadium.
Would be interesting though. But I will say they have a perfectly good rink down in Ottawa that clearly is not going to be used in the off season or in the postseason. So go use that one. Be weird if they win a cup on Ottawa's ice. That'd be real funny. But anyway.
Or they do something similar to what they're doing with Dodger Stadium, and whoever Toronto plays in that team's arena for the entire 7 games instead of going back to Toronto.
That would be interesting if they did that.
So, there's a number of possibilities that could happen.
Yeah. And Ryan Broad saying, I am hip, which college football. Jesus.
No, he's not.
And let's see. Eileen saying, who is your Fave Flyers coach? Ooh,
Terry Murray. I love Terry Murray.
He's good.
It's tough for me. I loved when Lavi was the coach.
I love him too.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with Lavi. I'll go with Lavi. All right. So
Elaine Vigneault.
I answered her back with the rare one. I went Roger Nielsen.
That's an interesting one. Yeah,
Wayne
there's
Cashman.
one. There you go.
There's another good one.
Truth be told.
But
I mean, Terry Murray, you got to love affair too in the 90s. I mean, that Cup team, you know, and our Cup Finals team, and should have been Cup team, and you know, and with Laviolette. But I don't know, Roger Nielsen, he embodied what it must have been like to be alive, or at least, you know, alive old enough to follow the Flyers of the 70s, you know, and he was just that old stoic coach, you know what I mean, but yet would get fired up in the heat of battle. So that's why I went with Nielsen, God rest his soul, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Nicole Heron saying, my coach pick, Hap Day. Nice. Frank Vespi.
Who came up with some of these names? Like, what were these parents on when naming their children?
I don't know. And Frank Vespi with pick number 9, Cal Clutterbuck. Of course, that's an easy one. And Nicole Heron saying, if you pick foot, you gotta pick his brother. You need both to have feet. That's a good one. I like that one. And then
Make Papa proud.
Jesse Hitchcock saying, Ken Hitchcock. Nice. Of course, Ken
Oh,
Hitchcock.
I do like Ken Hitchcock.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Excellent
And-
coach.
And Joseph Horakowski, what about Claude Lemieux? Ugh.
Well,
Yes, he
if
did.
you put
Fuck
Claude
that guy.
in there,
Fuck Claude Lemieux. Hate that motherfucker.
if you put Claude in there, you got to put in his brother, or not his brother. Sorry, his son. You got to throw Brendan in there.
Brendan Lemieux. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to throw Brendan in there.
I'll be honest. That caught me by surprise. Brian was witness to that. I was like, "Say what? He's got a son? I hate him."
Yeah.
Automatically, just because of who he is.
Yeah.
Well,
before I knew he was related, I was like, "Oh, I kind of like him as a young player in the league." Oh, you're related to Claude Lemieux? Go fuck yourself.
Nope. Not anymore.
Son of a bitch.
I think all Flyers and Red Wings fans would say the same thing for the times he spent in Colorado and New Jersey. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right then. So on to, I believe we're at our 10th pick, are we not?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So I'll start it off, and I will begin with my next defensive choice, former Philadelphia Flyer Yanni Pitkinen at number 44.
Great one, Maddie.
Oh, I forgot about Yanni Pitkinen.
Loved Yanni back when he was playing for the Flyers. Great name too.
I got a great Flyers defenseman in my honorable mentions. You guys will appreciate.
Oh, I'm sure.
When we get there.
Sweet.
Nice. All right then, Robbie, who you got?
Right now, I gotta go. It's a little early to pick a backup goaltender, but I have to because it's a great name as well. And my backup to Ron Hextall is going to be Jonathan Quick.
Jonathan Quick. Nice.
And he was quick.
He was. He's not no more. All right then, Bri, who you got?
All right, this one's for Nicole because her being such a big Tampa Bay Lightning fan.
Okay.
I had to go with current defenseman Mikhail Sergachev.
Mikhail. Okay, Sergachev. That's a good one.
Had to go Sergachev.
I like it. Nice one. All right then, number 11. And I will be finishing off my second defensive pair. I went with Yanni Pitkinen on the one side, so I got to go with another former Flyer Finnish defenseman. Ladies and gentlemen, number 24, Yanni Niinimaa, finishing up that defensive pair. Great name, too. I realized when I was doing this that I'm like, holy shit, the Finns have the coolest freaking names on the face of the planet. They really do. When I was just going through, Jesus, this guy's Finnish, this guy's Finnish, this guy's Finnish. Good God almighty.
Yeah, I agree.
So, if you're from Finland, you most likely have an awesome name, so good on you. All right, then. On to you, Rob.
Number 11, eh?
Yeah?
I'm going back to defenseman, and it's obviously based on a comment you made earlier, Maddie. You're not going to like this, but I'm not a fan of the player, but I'm a fan of the game, or the name in this case, and that's Dion Phaneuf.
Yeah.
It's a good name. Shitty person.
Of his wife.
Yeah. Alicia Cuthbert.
I'm a fan of his wife.
Good taste, brother. Fucking girl next door. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
That's his wife?
That's his wife.
Now Brodo chimes in.
The Ranch on Netflix. Yes, sir.
The Ranch,
Jack
the girl
Bauer's
next door.
daughter on 24. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I think
We're not going to see Brodo for a while.
His favorite player.
Brodo's going to go pray real quick.
Young high schooler in old school.
Oh,
Yes.
my God, she was. Oh, I forgot about that. She was everywhere. What happened to her?
I better see a face like that this weekend for WrestleMania. But anyway.
Ew.
What? To have memes, dude? What's wrong with you? Get your mind out of the gutter. Anyway. On to...
Gross. I don't like it.
I like the Brock one was better. It looked like he was delivering his money shot. That was good.
Mhm.
Oh, that's great. Who says that Taker still can't deliver here at his age? Oh, man. All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We got to get to the comments here.
Frank Vespi saying, Frank says he's definitely praying. That's a good one, Frank.
I've prayed to her.
Yeah. Nicole Heron saying, pick number 10. Unfortunately, a player for both my parents' favorite teams, Red Wings and Bruins, Bill Quackenbush. That's a good one.
Oh, Bill Quackenbush is on my list.
Nice.
He is not on mine.
Let's see. Pick number 10. Ed Van Imp. Gotta have a Flyers pick in there because it would be too easy.
I wonder, there was a young Ducks defenseman back in the day, back in like 93. His name was Darren Van Imp. I wonder if there was any kind of relation there.
It was spelled the same way too?
Yep.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, obviously, Ed is old enough to have had someone who would have been old enough to play in the NHL. But,
grandson, maybe? Because Ed Van Imp played in the 70s.
He did, so it could be a grandson.
I'm thinking it's a grandson.
Could be. And Jesse Hitchcock, once again, chiming in with Ken Hitchcock, still going with the good coach. All right. And Eileen saying the parents of these dudes were so much shit during coitus.
She said coitus.
I got to give her that one. That was good.
That's a good one on Eileen. And she said, you guys are a fucking trip. Thank you, Eileen.
Yes, we are. There's so much wrong with us.
I'm out of booze, though. Damn it.
That's all right. Just get the rubbing alcohol.
I just cracked one,
that.
bro. We're good. Well, I'm good.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to correct this matter.
And then Nicole Huron saying, I'm loving all this Tampa Bay love. If only nicknames counted, because Hetty and Coochie would be on my list too. Yeah?
Well, Nikita Kucherov's an honorable mention for me.
Yeah, that's a good name.
It's like the Hedman I thought about. I was like,
Joe saying Martin
Stamkos,
Vinny Lecavalier, Ruslan Fedotenko, all of them, yes, former Tampa Bay Lightnings players.
I got another Tampa Bay Lightning in my honorable mention that she'll like. I got 3 of them, actually.
And Punisher 4. Saying Jonathan in prime quick. He was damn good in his prime.
Yes, he was. Yanni Gord's a good one.
Yes,
there's another Tampa Bay Lightning out there.
Yanni Gord for Frank Vespi, pick number 11. All right.
I'm just going to throw some Tampa Bay Lightnings out there that I have in my honorable mention. Hey, turn it back on. So I got Dino Ciccarelli. You got to throw him out there.
Well, he was on a lot of teams, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wound up winning a cup with Tampa Bay, right? Or am I thinking of Dave Andrechuk?
I think you might be thinking of Andrechuk. One with the Red Wings.
Vinny Lecavalier and Martin St. Louis and Nikolai Happy Bulin. You got to throw Happy Bulin in the mix.
Yeah, Nikolai Happy Bulin. I hated his freaking guts because he beat us in that series, and he was the reason they won. All right, and let's see, Punisher 88, just drink the Corona and hand sanitizer, okay?
It's alcohol. It works.
That's true. Nylene saying, what's Poe drinking? Well, he was drinking, you know what, I forget. I'll let Rob tell you when he gets back.
I think he said it was Stoli, some banana cream liqueur that he had, and
whiskey or vodka?
No. Well, Stoli's vodka. Crap. I got the name of the.
Cole Harrion saying, those are my boys, obviously referencing the Tampa Bay Lightning's names that were just thrown out there.
Those are your boys. All
right, and next up, we go to our next pick. And for me, I will be picking my starting goaltender here. And my starting goalie is number 35, Nikolai Khabibulin. You got to go with him. Yep, you did. And you know what? Still, awesome name. Had to pick him. Even though he did beat us in 04, still a great goaltender.
Yeah, I'm going to go goalie here. I got to go with the guy who flopped around like a fish and had more luck than any goaltender I've ever seen in my life when it comes to making some saves. You got to go with Dominic Hasek. You got to go with the Dominator.
Good one.
Yep. And Mr. Pove, who do you have?
Number 12?
Yep.
Number 12 pick. I'm going with my second defense pair with Dion Phaneuf. And, you know, it's an equally hated player, but a great hockey name, and that's Ben Lovejoy.
Lovejoy.
Oh, I hate Ben Lovejoy.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
I hate him too, but it's a great hockey name. So I had and a decent second line defender.
He wasn't bad as an Anaheim Duck, but
Yeah,
after that, he fell off real quick. He's a
Yeah, he
terrible
did.
analyst, too.
yeah.
He's a bad analyst.
Well, he was a bad player, too, so there you go. And let's see. And Eileen's saying, damn, I'm having to get going. And she said, have a good night and stay healthy and safe. Love y'all. We love you too, Eileen. Take care.
Thank you, Eileen.
All right, then. And Joseph Horkovsky saying Paul Correa, Timu Solani. And are those guys picked? Solani is twice.
Yeah,
one
we
picked
took Solani
Correa.
twice. Listen, he was my thought process went around for him, but I was like, maybe not.
Pick number
Definite
12.
honorable mention.
Yeah, pick number 12 from Frank Vespi, Sven Andrighetto. If there were more of him, they'd call him Sven Andrighetti. Hashtag the more you know. And then, let's see. And PBR Street Gang saying, is there a better hockey name than Jeff Bokaboom? I mean, come on. It's stiff competition, though.
This is like the fourth guy who brought up Pukaboom.
Yeah.
See? Tell me that I didn't have the best name right now. Tell me.
And he was your number one too. He was your number one pick.
Yeah.
I mean, Chichu is up there. I think Chichu can challenge Bukaboom. I think Shattenkirk could, but Bukaboom might be the best. And ironically, I did not select him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still say Svechnikov has one of the best names in hockey.
Sorry, Rob. I understand why you didn't pick him. He was a dirty Ranger most of his career. I understand.
Yeah.
And let's see. Punisher 88. All right, so who gets stuck with Sean Avery, or does he end up with Brodeur? I love that.
It's great.
He did that.
Ironically, Alicia Cuthbert's first bout before Dion Phaneuf. So Dion Phaneuf has his sloppy seconds.
Yes.
Listen, for her, I would take. I just
we got climaxing Brock here.
He likes our hockey players. She likes our hockey players, man. What can I say?
She's Canadian. What do you expect?
Hmm?
Nicole Herod saying pick number 11, a Tampa Bay Lightning forward, Evgeny Artyukin. Yep.
Some may say the Allison Pill character in Goon is modeled after Alicia Cuthbert. Okay.
There you go. And let's see, Trevor Harris saying, "What's up, boys? What's up, Trev? I'm surprised.
What's up, Trev?
From the start. Let's see, Steph Hoover, of course, chiming in. Sup, fam?
Oh, hey, Steph.
How's it going?
How you holding up, sweetie?
And let's see, Nicole Heron.
She's having her fun.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole Heron saying Book-a-Boom is on my list also, FYI. Nice.
He's on everybody's.
5. There we go.
Except mine. I forgot him.
And Joseph Horokowski saying Peter Svoboda, who did play for the Flyers, Danya Zubris as well, Vinny Prospel,
Cool.
Sean Bodine, that's with a J, by the way, for anyone out there not sure, Trent Klatt, who was a fighter, great fighter too, Pat Falloon, of course, we all loved Pat Falloon back in the day.
Did we got Svoboda from Buffalo?
I think. I'm not 100% accurate on that, though.
I want to
say Montreal.
Maybe it was Montreal. It was either Montreal or Buffalo, where he had a bulk of his young career before he became a Flyer. Familiar story.
Not sure, but he did definitely add scoring to the Flyers for a period of time. And Trevor Harris saying Matthias Nordstrom, not a bad one. There's a Swedish name there for you. Frank Vespi, pick number 13. Nicole, are you listening? This one's for you. Darren Pupa, who of course was the starting goaltender. And Trevor
That's legit sign language.
Oh, Lisa Cuthbert.
And Trevor Harris saying it's correct. Alicia Cuthbert. All right, let's see. We all went right for 12.
Believe so.
All right, and Nicole Heron said pick number 12, Montreal Canadiens, Art Gagne. Nice. And let's see here. Number 13. And I went with my second line and our third line. And I picked right winger, former Philadelphia Flyer, number 25, Ilkka Sinisalo.
Yeah, wow. Now we're going into the championship rounds. The choice names. Way to lead it off, Maddie. Good job.
Yeah, and a big contributor in the 1980s to the Flyers in depth scoring. All right.
I really hope Nicole doesn't hate me for my next pick.
Well,
I know how she feels about the Boston Bruins.
oh boy. Well, that's a tease for the moment, but Rob, your turn.
I'm starting off now. I got 2 solid D lines. I got 2 solid forward lines. I have both of my goalies, so it's on to the third line, and that's the money line, especially the line that I compiled here. If I'm able to get, well, I will be able to get all these guys, but I'm going to go back in the hockey lore a little bit and go with Maurice Richard.
The Rocket. All right. Oh,
Funny
no.
story. No, you're right.
Yeah. Maurice the Rocket. I keep getting him mixed up with Henri. I don't know why, but I always do.
Funny story. So I was listening to Biz talk about Henry Richard after he passed away recently. Apparently, Henry Richard was better than Maurice.
Even Maurice said that.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
But not many people know about Henry Richard.
Yeah. They forget about Henri. And actually, he lasted a lot longer on the Canadiens than Maurice did, ironically enough.
He did.
Maurice retired very, very early. All right, then.
But a cool enough name to get an award named after you, so that works in the book. Yeah.
And of all the awards, it's the scoring leader.
Yeah.
That is true. And Nicole Heron saying pick number 13. Unfortunately, another Bruins player from the 1930s, Dick Clapper, both forward and defenseman. See, back in the 1930s, you could get away with a name like that. Yeah, but back then, though, in the 1930s, that was probably common to have a first name named Dick. Probably.
It just sounds painful. That sounds like an STD.
And then,
by the way, I hate to say this, you have Dick Clapper. And it's not curable either.
Either that or that is a porn name. Starring in whatever volume 6, insert porn title here, starring Dick Clapper. All right, moving on.
Damien here is my new pick. He's going to play center for the Ducks. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Damien. I got you.
Aussie. Oi. Right?
My man.
He's from down under, correct?
Yep.
Yes,
Cheers.
Is.
Cool.
Cheers. This one's for you, Damien.
Hopefully everything's cool down there. All right, then.
So, for me, and I'm really sorry, Nicole, but I got to go with centerman Patrice Bergeron. Love his name.
He does have a cool name.
Player. He's such a great player. He's such a humble player. He's just a good dude.
God, I fucking hate him. I hate Patrice Bergeron
I hate that he's not on my team.
I hate the fact he's not on my team.
Yeah, I don't have like ill will towards him like I have towards Marchand or Lucic, when he was a Bruin, but
Chara.
Char's a bully. He might be my most hated out of all of them, believe it or not. But Bergeron, I don't have like ill will towards. Yeah, you hate him because he's not wearing your team sweater.
Exactly.
That's the hatred. It's that he's that good. That's why I hate him. It's the same thing with Crosby. He's that good, and that's why I can't stand him. All right, moving on. So we go to number 14, and I will continue my third line, and I will go with centerman number 17, Vladimir Zabotka.
That's actually a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Forgot about Saboka. He's in Buffalo now, I believe.
Yeah, his career kind of took a nosedive after he left St. Louis.
Well, unfortunately, he went from St. Louis to the KHL. I think he played not the KHL. I think he played in Europe. Then he came back and signed with Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did leave the NHL for a period of time. But nonetheless, though, I will say this. Anytime I ever played NHL back in the day, if I was doing a fantasy draft, I made 110% sure I got Vladimir Zabotka. Every time he was available,
had that one player.
I picked him.
There's always that one player.
All right, then. Rob, who you got?
For my 14th pick, I'm going to go with somebody I wish I could go to right now, and that's a barber. Because my hair is getting mad fucking long.
He's going Bill Barber.
Yeah, I'm going Billy Barber to be my left wing to the Maurice Richard's right wing.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
But it's a cool name. It's a cool name, though. I mean, it's like it's not fancy, but it hits you hard. Bill Barber. Here he comes.
Well, Bill
He did
wasn't
hit you hard too.
Yeah, he wasn't a fancy player. Bill was a goal scorer, but he was rough. You did not want to wind up getting checked by him or in a fight with him at all.
Truth be told, yeah.
No.
All right. Bri, what you got?
I got a guy who's traveled, unfortunately, a little bit in his young age. Started out with the New York Islanders, eventually got traded to Minnesota, and Minnesota has recently traded him to Carolina. I got to go with Nino Niederreiter.
Nino Niederreiter. All right.
Nino Niederreiter.
That's a good name. That's a very good name. Nino Niederreiter. Love that name. All right, now. On to our next pick number 13, and I am going to... 15. I'm losing track. Anyway, next up, Matt's not my strong suit. So, anyway.
Joe Juno. I forgot about him. He played with the Capitals.
And the Bruins.
I know him as a Capital.
Oh, most people do. I only think he played like 2 or 3 seasons on the Bruins. Anyway, Frank Vespi, yes. We picked number 14, Joe Juno. All right, then. And... starting off my third and final defensive pair, number 26, this guy did play for the Flyers for a season, but he's mostly remembered for outside of Philadelphia, Carlo Koliakovo.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I love that name, and I love the way it was spelled, too. And in the games, they would pronounce it Kaliakovo, which I wish that's how it was pronounced, but it's actually Koliakovo. But still, cool.
I forgot about him. I got to see him play once live. He wasn't bad. I think it was back when he was with Boston.
Yeah, that's mostly where he's remembered for. And he did play a short period with the Capitals, too.
His last name sounds like it should be a song from Toto.
Nice.
Are you guys reading the bottom scroll?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
No, I did not actually. I'm not.
We got Alicia Cuthbert's Fnuff's bio down here.
Born November 30th, 1982, is a Canadian actress and model. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, she was so awesome in The Girl Next Door. There was nobody else better to play that
dude.
role.
And great, one of my top 10 comedy of all time in my book. I think that's a fabulous movie.
I thought it was very well done.
Where me, Maddie, and Brian were a fucking tripod. You know what I'm saying?
We are now.
Brian's the actual third leg.
Any movie with Teenage Wasteland is just an instant hit. Barbara O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Trevor Harrison, great movie.
There you go. And
It was a great movie.
Frank Vespi said, did someone say Hennessy?
No, I don't like Hennessy. It's gross.
And Tim Sullivan saying Dale Hawerchuk, another great player who did play on the Flyers. And
He played for Buffalo, too.
That, too, and he played for the Jets. And
That's it.
And hold on. Did he play for the Sharks? I think.
I don't think so.
No, he didn't. I'm thinking of somebody else. Anyway, Trevor Harris. Tim Stapleton? Throwing out that one.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, then. So, I think I started us off. Rob, did you give your pick?
I'm still waiting on 15 if we're still in round 15.
Yeah, we're in
15. We are. Okay, so we did not get to you. So, Rob, who you got?
This is just the cherry on top of my line 3 right now. It's the last of my Flyers homer picks, but it's a great center iceman to put between Bill Barber and Maurice Richard, and that's Claude Giroux.
Claude Giroux. That is a good name. I do like that name. Very French.
When he first came up early in the 2010s, it was like Claude, you know what I mean? Like Claude Rain, you know what I mean? But then it slowly became Giroux, and then we got lazy and just said, fuck it. G.
It's just G. Yeah.
It's just G.
It's just G.
Just G.
So it goes back to Bud Bundy and Married with Children. G Unit.
It's just G being G.
There's an honorable mention because we haven't picked him, Chris Terrian.
Oh, Grandmaster B.
Speaking of Bundy. Yeah. Speaking of good old Bundy.
Grandmaster B.
All right.
You got it.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I grew up watching that show, even though I wasn't allowed to watch it.
So
I
you
still watched it anyway.
So you snuck in viewing. Nice. Like it.
No, I didn't sneak in. I watched it anyway.
Oh, okay, then you were a rebel. Gotcha. All right, Bri, who you got?
All right, so I'm gonna go a little bit Homer, even though it's not really a Homer move. He spent a little bit of time in Nashville, a little bit of time in Chicago, a lot of time in Philly. My second favorite defenseman all time for the Flyers. I gotta go Kimmo Timonen.
Kimmo Timonen. Nice. I was debating on going with Kimmo, but then I thought I already got like 2 Flyers Finnish defensemen picked. Oh, all right.
I'll blame you for that one.
Good friends of mine, lifelong Flyers fans, they named their dog Keith.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right? Yeah, big time. It was White Shepherd, too.
Nice.
Beautiful dog.
Nice. And by the way, breaking, Brian doesn't sneak in. And air quotes. Nicole Heron.
I have so many things to say about that, but I'm just going to keep every single one to myself.
And Nicole Heron, pick number 14, Bud Pole, right winger. That is true. And I do believe, what was it? David Pole wound up becoming the guy who started the Nashville Predators as the GM. But anyway, Frank Vespi going on, pick number 16. Harry Dick played for a whopping 12 games in the NHL in the 40s.
Who was that one kid we posted about on A2D? What was the hell was his name? Something Wiener.
Oh, Rob, wasn't that you who posted that?
Hey, what's that?
The kid with the last name Wiener?
What the hell was that kid's name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Artie Wiener, I think. I don't know. I'll find it.
Wasn't me.
Right.
It
Brandon knows what I'm talking about.
All I know is that one politician wiener that showed his dick in a dick pic. That's the only wiener I know.
Yeah. Frank Vespi, I see wiener. And that's in a question mark. But anyway. All right. Yep. Brodo? Yes?
Checking.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right, Kiefer. Keep it up. Keep it the good work. All right, next up.
It's Jack, by the way.
It's Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, God, don't search that.
Oh, all right. Next up. All right, so go to our next
Google.
Safe search is off. Don't ever do that. Anyway,
Don't search it.
Next up, finishing off my third defensive pair, number 20, Yerky Hardy Wiener.
That's it. Hardy Wiener. That's it.
Nice. Yes, that's the future. That's a future player in the NHL right there.
Hardy boys, baby.
But anyway, next up we go to my next pick, and that is number 20, Yerke Lume, who may ring a few bells if you're a Phoenix Coyotes fan, or who am I kidding? I don't have any fans. And I believe he played for the Thrashers, but I could be wrong. Either way, we definitely know there were no Thrashers fans. But anyway, all right.
Got a point. They did move from Atlanta back to Winnipeg.
Yeah, good move. Very good move.
I like Joseph Horkowski's selection here. Miku and Saku, the Koivu brothers.
They were good. They were good players, both of them, too.
Big time.
Nicole Heron said pick number 15. I don't know why I picked so many damn Bruins players, but goalie Pete Peters, who also played for the Flyers for a period of time, and the Washington Capitals.
You see, I feel like, Nicole, it's where you are. Being up in, Rhode Island you said you were in? You probably get a lot of Boston Bruins, like TV shows and specials and games, obviously, and all that. So
probably
I can imagine that being the issue there.
Yeah, and the sports channel's probably NESN.
Right.
And Nicole Heron also picked number 16, right winger for the New York Americans, Boston Bruins, and Montreal Canadiens, Johnny Black Cat Gagnon. It's a good one. I love the nickname.
Oh, Teppo. I forgot about Teppo.
Teppo Numminen from Trevor Harris.
Interestingly enough, about Pete Peters, he played 6 years for the Flyers, but broke it up in 2 stints. 4 years for the Bruins, 4 years for the Capitals. So he is pretty much spread out. You can say he was more known for Philadelphia than anything.
True, but not so much because he was the goalie that helped eliminate the Flyers in the 1980s against the Caps. So no, it null and voids everything. He eliminated us. So,
Yeah,
and he also was the goalie that got scored on to lose the 1980 Cup. So no, null and void. Null and void. You suck.
God damn it. Why do I even talk about things?
No, it's all right. You're all right, Rob. You didn't know. It's okay.
You make a good point, though.
Where do I do stuff?
Damn it.
Okay, so I went with Yurke Lume. Rob, who did you go with?
Next pick up here, I got to start completing some forwards here before I go on to my third line defenseman. So I'm going way down deep here. And this was one of my favorite names growing up. And it's Vincent Damphousse of the Montreal Canadiens.
Nice.
Canadians, I know him as a Shark. Yeah.
That's true. He was a Shark.
A little bit of background to that. I 17 years old, working Long Beach Island, New Jersey at this amusement park, Fantasy Island. And we would just get drunk all night between shifts playing seasons of hockey. And I created a name of a player, as we often do in video games, called Bobby Hussein. And it was actually inspired after Vincent Damphousse.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I love it.
Except I was a stay-at-home defenseman.
Nice. So if you had Bobby Hussein and you had Bobby Boucher, you would have like the perfect like line right there.
Correct.
Nice. Love it. Love it. All right. And Bri, who you got?
My next pick, I got to take my last goalie off the board. And I got to go with the Cat. And no, not Julie the Cat Gaffney.
No.
Felix the Cat Potvin.
Potvin, nice.
Oh man.
You see how quick he came back in?
Yes, he came back in very quickly. Nicole saying, yes, Rhode Island, we are just closer to Canada and New York, so we have all the dang hockey players coming here first and going to the Bruins or Providence Bruins. That is true. That sucks. And Joseph Horakowski saying, this fourth line better be filled with goons. Matthew Barnaby, Ty Domi, Marty McSorley, Derek Bugard, and Craig Berube. Well,
I got more goal scorers, baby. I got a big one that nobody has said, not in the comments and not among my fellow hosts here. And you are gonna kick yourself in the fucking ass when you hear this name.
I got 5 that nobody said yet. I got 4 honorable mentions that haven't been said yet.
I got a few, so I'm good to go. All right, so let's see. Frank Vespi going pick number 17, Pokey Riddick.
You guys are just fucking Wikipediaing this motherfucking shit right now.
They have to be.
They are.
No, they got to be making them up.
And I love it. Keep it coming, man. The comments have been fucking phenomenal tonight.
And Punisher 88, Tuukka Rask. Yes, that's a good name. It's a good name. And Joe saying Mark Messier. Mark Messier did have a good name. I will say he did have a good one.
His brother, though.
Not all that memorable.
Eric.
Nicole Heron saying pick number 17, D-Man, originally drafted by the Flyers, then went to the Senators and then the Panthers, Lance Pitlick.
There's a Pitlick on the Flyers now.
I know, and I thought of Lance when we signed him this offseason too. That's a great fucking reference.
Did you do any like research or possibly maybe a relation?
I could look, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, as well. I mean, I can't imagine 2 people just having that last name and they're not related at all. That's crazy.
I am on my computer after all.
That's true. And
this is a good one. I like this one.
Frank Vespi, pick number 18, Martin Firk.
Yep.
No relation.
Really? No. That's crazy. So there's 2 people with the last name Pitlick and they are not related. Damn, there must be a whole Pitlick clan of people out there and we don't realize it. But
it's a big porn fetish, licking the pits.
Don't Google that either.
I'm pretty sure Brodo's doing that now. All right, on to...
I'm sorry, what would you like me to Google? Do you need me to Google something? What was that, Maddie? I didn't hear you.
Pitlicking, go Google it. Off with you.
Oh, okay, that seems innocent. I'll be back.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god!
And
But
Nicole,
I'm the one who gets crap all the time.
and Nicole Huron saying, I will show you my 5 pages of names to prove it to y'all. 100% research and hockey knowledge. Hey, I'm not doubting you, Nicole. And Frank saying,
She's pretty awesome when it comes to her hockey knowledge.
she's quick on the names. Frank Vespi saying, I forgot his last name. I knew he went by Pokey. I had to look up his last name because Pokey Jet Scully wouldn't work in the comp. Okay. All right, so my next pick, I'm going to go and finish
Actually,
up.
that is actually very accurate between what Joseph said between all the scoring brothers, but 90% of that came from Wayne.
Pretty much.
Versus
And
Brett.
maybe like 2 came from Brent. So Joseph Horakowski and Wayne and Brent Gretzky, highest scoring bros of all time, and that is true. And Frank Vespi saying, Frank says, ew, yucky, no praying to that.
Nope, no praying to that, my friend. None.
All right.
None.
So let's get kicking off with our next pick. My next pick, to finish off my third line, number 73, left winger, Gillame Latin Dress.
Oh, I forgot about Latendresse.
Yeah, that was a name that has stuck with me since the first day I ever heard it. He sucked as a player, but man, was it a great name.
That was a pretty good name. So this name hasn't been said yet, and I was gonna pick him up a little bit higher, but I decided to kind of just go random.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with number 19, an iconic number 19, who played for the Detroit Red Wings, who's responsible for the Tampa Bay Lightning being as good as they are.
I know where you're going.
Stevie Y.
Stevie Y.
Steve Yzerman.
That's such a good hockey name.
That is a good hockey name.
Love Yzerman. Always loved Yzerman.
He's American too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Always stuns me when I see that. It's like, oh, he's American too. Awesome. We don't have all a bunch of shit players on our team.
No,
now.
he's not. He's not.
Oh, he's Canadian.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Google.
Never mind then. Oh, mistake made. Moving on. Rob,
Greta,
who's your pick?
stop Googling pit licking and Google where Stevie Y's from.
Cranbrook, Canada.
Oh, so he is Canadian. Okay, never mind.
I was right.
Has
All
to
right.
be Canadian. But
Thanks,
the thing
Brett.
of it is that's a great name, and it almost like steals the air from my sails of the guy that I was referencing before that no one said, because that's such a great name that no one has said yet. That's a great one, Brian.
I got 4 more that haven't been said yet.
Ooh, that's right. You said 5. 1,
now I'm
2,
down to
3,
4.
4, 5.
I plead the 5th.
I'm
1,
all
2, 3,
Chappelled
4,
up right now. I'm all Chappelled up right now, man. Oh my god, we could have another show of just Chappelle references.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Too many.
Oh, man. And Ryan Bros said, he says, I searched, okay. And Ryan Bros says, oh my, oh, he must have searched pit licking. Oh my god, he actually listened.
Yeah, told you.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's Hockey Happy Hour, the show you produce. Just wanted to leave a message that if you like pit licking, you're a weird person. I don't know why you're searching that on your Google. But anyway.
He's praying. That's why he couldn't get to his phone right now.
Yeah, that's why. Weird. And Frank Vespi going pick number 20, Mark-Edouard Vlasic. Pickles. Who forgot about Pickles?
I did.
And Joseph Horakowski saying, so is Brett/Bobby Hull. Oh, yeah.
That's another good duo. But I believe it was father-son.
Yes. And Nicole Heron saying pick number 18, a right winger from my boys Tampa Bay Lightning history, Matias Ritola. Reminds me of cough medicine. Yeah.
Ricola.
Instead it's Ritola. But anyway.
Ritola.
So Rob, who do you have?
All right, with my next pick here, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. The big pick. And it's nobody has said it yet. And it's a Calgary Flame, and it's Jerome Agilna.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good
Think
one.
about it, Gimla.
Did like the good one on that one.
Light the
Okay,
fires,
so
baby. Light the fires.
next up, I will pick my backup goaltender, number 32. He's mostly known for his days with the Detroit Red Wings, Tim Shovelday.
Oh, Shovel Day. Nice. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
good
wow.
one.
A classic.
That's a good tandem right there. Cabby Bolin and Shovelday. I got two
Yeah.
nice goalies right there.
It doesn't beat Hexy and Quick, though.
But very few will because you got two starting goalies.
Or Hasek and Potvin.
That's a good one too, man. We got some tandems going on.
Yeah, we do. All right. So that's my pick. Rob, who you got?
I'm up again. I go back to an Arizona Coyote. I want to say early 90s to mid 90s, but he shares my first name Rob, and that's Rob Klinkhammer.
Rob
that's a good one.
Klinkhammer. Nice one. Nice one. Like
That's a good
that.
one.
Let's see. Nicole Heron says pick number 19, a right winger for the Islanders and Wild, Matthias Weinhandel. Yeah.
Oh, I remember Matthias Weinhandel.
Joseph Orkovsky, Jeremy Roenick, Tony Amonte, Keith Kachuk. Good names. They are. All of those American.
I thought about Kachuk, but he's such a douchebag, and so is his kids.
And Punisher 88 saying Brawlers, you missed Rob Ray, Kokor, Manson, Danico, and Ojic.
Danico is a good one. Ken Danico, I loved watching him play.
I hated Danico so fucking much.
Great.
Such a piece of shit. And then Ojic did play for the Flyers too, actually.
Yeah, just looking at my team, man, my team might get beat up a little bit in fights. I don't have any big hits.
Oh, my team's going to get trashed in fights.
Yeah.
I was picking a modern day team.
My healthy scratch officially now is Bob Probert.
And
Nice.
Nicole Heron saying Rob Klinkhammer is Dutch, and his name literally means sound the hammer. He played
Correct.
on the Blackhawks, and he did okay, nice. And she also said I had Klinkhammer on my list too. Nice.
Oh man, my list sucks compared to hers.
All right.
Shame on myself.
Well, speaking of your list, Brian, it is your turn.
I'm going to go defenseman here. I got 3 defensemen left. I got 1 forward. I'm going to save my forward for last. I'm going to go finish off my first D pairing here, and I'm going to go with Ray Bork.
Oh,
Ray Bork. Okay.
Raymond.
It's a shame he only won 1 cup in his life.
Yeah, but he at least won one. There are some people who don't even win any.
Yeah,
With
Paul
the
Correa.
Avalanche, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
2001, I believe.
It
This
was
is last year.
It was the only time that it was the 2 best goalies also dueling. It was Brodeur and it was Wah. They were both dueling too in that series.
And Wow won that.
Wah
So if you
did
ever
win
want
that.
to use if you ever want to use the who's better argument, there's your argument there. Wah beat him in the cup.
He did. Brodeur never got a rematch because actually Wah retired like 2 seasons later. But anyway, all right. Next up we go. Let's see here. I think I've got my 4th line. I still got to pick. Yes, I do. All right. So starting things off, I put him in a weird spot. I know he wouldn't be a 4th liner in real life, but right winger number 14, Jonathan Chichu. Moving on.
Oh yeah, I had
hold
him. I had him up higher.
He wouldn't be a 4th liner. I was trying to balance out my team with shitty players and mix them in with the good, so maybe they'll elevate their play.
Hold on, brother, go back one. Go back one. Yeah. Wait, Sean Horkoff is a public address announcer for the NHL games? I didn't know
Really?
that.
That's an interesting one. That's an interesting fact to know, Joe. How'd you know that? That's cool. Frank saying pick number 21, Mike Commodore. That's a good one.
He's
Mike
an
Commodore.
asshole. I
He was
can't
good.
stand him.
He was a good player. Nicole Heron saying I have 5 pages. So
You did tell me the other day you had a lot.
hey man, I remember I said this last week all time. So Nicole took that as a challenge, and she's obviously lived up to the challenge. So
I haven't.
all right then. Next up, let's see here. Rob, it is your turn.
All right, I'm down to my last 2 picks at this point. I just have to pick my 3rd line defenseman, and I'm going back a lot of ways. You got to rewind back to maybe like about minute 45 of this show, and I'm going with, hey, you want to go? Oh, do you? Oh, do you want to go? And that's Johnny Oduya.
Johnny, you do
Most
it.
predominantly of a Chicago Blackhawks, but also in the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah, New Jersey Devils, cup of tea with the Flyers. I want to say he finished in Ottawa.
I forget where he signed back, but I think you're right.
I think he had a small stint in Ottawa as well. And I think he retired shortly thereafter.
Makes sense. Joseph Horkoff is saying, no, I would make my name Horkoff in the game, so when my created guy got the pick, the PA announcer would say Horkoff gets the puck.
Okay, I got you.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice. And Nicole Heron saying pick number 20, Leaf centerman Sil Apps. And if you pick him, you have to pick his son, Sil Apps Jr., also a center on the New York Rangers, Los Angeles Kings, and Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay, then. And Punisher 88 saying Fruity's also in media.
Yeah, Kelly Fruity.
Yep.
Nicole Heron saying, granted, one of my pages is crossed out because there were non-NHL players, so if you want those two, I can provide. We're not.
She was all out. She sent me a message on Messenger, and she was just like, sent me like 17 questions about what we were doing. I'm like, it doesn't have to be that complex. Let's just keep it simple. And 4 pages later,
I think we're gonna have to have Nicole write up a list of the top 100 NHL names, and we'll just read them off on the air. Fuck it, we got our stat person now. Nicole's our stat person from now on. Nice. There we go.
Nice. Listen, it's a non-paid position. I'm just letting you know that now.
Well, I never said whether it was paid or not.
I'm telling them it's not paid.
At least you're being honest. I'm not. But anyway, Joseph Horakowski saying, anyone taking Pavel Bure, cool name. It was a cool name, and I almost
thought about it. Almost thought about it.
Joseph Horakowski saying, or Danny Heatley. Danny Heatley was a cool name, too, and he did play very well for his time. And let's see.
Car crash.
And then we go to, all right, centerman. All right, I'm going to finish up my 4th line here. Centerman, I did pick number 10, Vincent Damphousse. I had to go with Damphousse. Too easy not to go with him. So I had a few that were already chosen.
Oh, we all do at this point, but certainly that's a great hockey name. Going back to Aduya, obviously he started his career with the Devils. He was actually an Atlanta Thrasher for 2 seasons and went to Winnipeg. He was with Chicago for a few years. That's a predominant amount of time that he spent in the league with Chicago. He was a Dallas Star. And he actually finished. I'm not sure if he finished his career in Ottawa or in Philly, but in 2017-18, he played 51 games with Ottawa and 1 game active with the Flyers. So
you know what? It may have been he started in Ottawa, and then I know the Flyers claimed him.
We did. Right. We claimed him.
But where, I don't remember, but maybe they claimed him off of Ottawa.
I think
I remember him being a Senator.
I think we claimed him before the trade deadline.
It was on trade deadline day, actually.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting how like a plethora of teams that he played in. I didn't quite remember that.
Yeah,
I remember him playing in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Frank Vespi saying Danny killed the guy Heatley. Wow. Woo!
I felt bad about my comment with car crash, and Frank just took the weight off my shoulders.
Good for you, Rob.
Yeah.
And Nicole Heron saying non-NHL players: Assman, Bastardo, Bigwood, Boner, Chillman, Churn Swallow. Okay, Cockburn, Cockwill, Rich Daddy, Dias B. Gonna Wanderna. What the fuck is that? And Dyke and Fucker is a real last name. Please tell me. Oh my god. That's
actually, I did hear the last one.
Oh my god, that's great. And then Hockey 5 Comets, Blaine Simmons. Oh, are you talking to... Okay. And Punisher 88 saying, love Wayne Simmons more. Nice. And Frank Vespi, pick number 22, Matthew Dumba.
All right, speaking of 22, where are we on 23?
You're at one of those picks.
All right, let's get to the next one here.
All right, then. Go ahead.
All right, I'll lead off. I'm going to finish off my forward with a left winger. who spent a little time in the KHL after signing a horrible contract with the Devils. I'm going to go with Ilya Kovalchuk.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Kovalchuk. I was thinking about it, but then I thought better of it, only because, I felt it was easy. That was just me, though. Just me.
Okay, who's next?
I'll go next. I'll round out my squad real quick. I got my second, or actually third line defenseman, and it was a name also referenced earlier in the show. Longtime Detroit Red Wing and Boston Bruin. It's Bill Quackenbush from 1952 to 1956, going back to hockey.
Nicole, who threw out Quackenbush out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, and my team finishing off my fourth line, number 16, Toimu Ruutu.
Ruutu.
Yeah, Toimu Ruutu. And that finishes off my player. All I have left are my scratches. So, yeah.
I got 2 players left.
All right, I got my scratches. No one said them, so I'm happy with that one.
Nobody said my scratches either yet, but nobody's even said my 2 defensemen I got left. I got Nicholas Lidstrom.
Okay.
I just loved him as a player as well, and Alex Pietrangelo.
That's a good name.
Great, classic.
And Rob, do you have any notable scratches on your team or what have you?
I don't. I got everybody I wanted, but I'll throw a couple honorable mentions out there. Dylan Larkin is a great young player that I like in this league, and I think he's got a good classic name. Another name I read in the comments that I don't think we covered before, that's Keith Acton. Yeah. That's a great classic name there.
All right then. So I will finish off my scratches. And did you guys want to give a coach? Finish it all off?
I don't have a coach.
You don't have a coach? All right. Well, then we'll skip you, but we'll go with Rob and me on a coach. My coach, by the way, Conn Smythe.
Conn Smythe. Interesting.
He did coach the Toronto Maple Leafs for a period of time.
Oh, he certainly
did. He's got a trophy named after him.
And that too. Shows you how good he was. Brodo's saying, I have some pro football names. Okay, so let's see. He says, Tyrell Smoochie Wallace.
He's been watching Key and Peele too much. I recognize all those names.
Brian, shut up, Brian, shut up.
Yeah, I'm seeing them. But these are good ones. I love the names that they came up with on the show. It's Jamaris.
Great.
I love it. These are such great names.
I hated Key and Peele, but I love that bit. It was so funny. Just some of the stupid names they came up with.
I put it in here because I really wanted to hear Matty say these names in his voice. I just needed it.
All right, so
hold on. Do it.
Let's finish it up. Javaris Jamar, Javarison Lamar, and Sequester Grundell, MD. I love the MD was added in the end, and then X, and then what was it? Wing at Maliciousness, and then what was it? Skoish, Velociraptor, Maloish, and Dan Smith. That's a great one.
Great.
And Nicole Huron, pick number 23, Chicago Blackhawks player Mike Caracas.
I like that one.
Crack!
And pick number
she dropped one.
To Brian, you may like this Mighty Ducks of Anaheim player Maxim Baumachke.
Pretty sure he was on the. I want to say he was on the inaugural team.
That would have made sense. And Jelloman 5000 says 16,382 days since the Flyers won the cup. Ugh, that's not a pleasant thing to say, but
who's counting?
Apparently he is.
Ooh. I just found my.
Well done if he figured it out. I don't know if he's been counting that long, but good for you for knowing that number.
And Frank Vespi picked number 23, Lonnie Bohannes. Rob, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I just not discovered, so to speak, but identified my third goaltender, Pelle Lindbergh.
Oh, yeah.
Third string goalie. Gotcha. And Joseph Horkowski saying, it's always bothered me that Chris Berman never made a Bermanism for right fielder Norichka Aoki. Perfect nickname would have been Norichka Annie Haryu Aoki.
Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh.
I love it.
I didn't get it at first, but now I get it. Oh, my goodness.
Frank Vespi, Where's
I wasn't copying Michael Jackson. That was Alien Ant Farm, by the way.
I know you weren't.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Jello, Pens fan. That explains it. That explains it completely. I had a weird suspicion that that's why he was going to say that.
Welcome.
All right.
And congratulations on Mr. Sidney Crosby being the most complete player in the NHL. Congratulations to you, sir.
Voted on by the players, by the way.
Yes.
Well, are you going
Voted
to
on by
really?
the players.
You can't really argue against it. The proof's in the pudding at this point.
It is.
And Punisher88 saying greatest hockey ever, Lord Stanley. Well, of
Yup.
course, Lord
Yup.
Stanley wouldn't have it. Jello Man saying thanks.
You got to give credit when credit's due. Like, I understand that he's the most hated player in hockey, but he's only the most hated player in hockey because he's not playing for your team.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing here. It's the same thing with Patrick Kane. Anybody that hates on a really, really good player, it's because he's not playing for you. You got to play against him.
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. It wouldn't matter no matter what team he went on. I'm surprised he didn't on one of the Southern teams because Gary Bettman loves expansion. But anyway, Jello Man 5000 saying, I missed my season tickets. I'm pretty sure anybody would, especially if you're a fan of the Penguins.
Listen,
All right.
I don't care if I'm a fan of the shittiest team in the league. If I have season tickets, I'm going to miss them at this point too. I just miss not watching from my couch.
Yeah. All right, so I'll dive into my scratches real quick. So I'm happy none of them got picked. So scratches, number 93, centerman Mika Zibanejad.
Damn it.
Number 29, right winger Tom Kostopoulos.
Kostopoulos. That sounds like a politician.
He was not a good player. But next up, my third string goalie, number 30, Antero Niittymaki.
Yes.
Meh.
Gotta love Niittymaki.
Frank Nitti.
Love the name.
And let's see, Joseph Orkowski. All right, see y'all next Thursday. Hopefully we're closer to real hockey. Hopefully, man, Joe, you take care, man.
Be safe, Joe.
No doubt. I think as like the show progresses towards the restart of the season, or at least the playoffs, I'd like to do some like player profiles. Maybe we can identify some strengths and weaknesses going into the playoffs. I mean, this has been a fun show, and we can continue doing fun shows as well. But I think that would be interesting.
Definitely would be. Definitely would be. Definitely something to do in the future. My final scratch, and I'm happy no one picked him because I love this name and I wished he had played for the Flyers, but he played for the other Keystone State team. Number 5, defenseman Jason Woolley.
Woolley.
I forgot about Jason Woolley.
I loved that name, and I wished he had played for the Flyers because that was such a great name, Jason Woolley.
Listen, you took one of mine, you bitch. And Mika Zibanejad. But I got 3 you didn't name, so I'm going to go 1, Peter Forsberg.
Forsberg, okay.
Always loved Forsberg. Loved his name. Love the fact I still have his jersey somewhere in my room. I'm going to go with Alexander Daig, the biggest bust in NHL history.
And he did. He was on the Flyers, too.
And he had a great hockey name. And the last but not least, Jesse Puljujarvi.
Puljujarvi. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was a big fan.
I love Puljujarvi. I hope he gets back to the NHL at some point.
Yeah.
And Ted FX says, if we had empty games and win the cup, you think we would have a late parade?
Yes.
Probably.
I don't even think they'd have a late parade. I think they'd have the parade and say, listen, nobody come. But because it'd be the first Stanley Cup since the 70s, everybody would blow it off and they would go anyway. I think no matter when you have the parade, you're going to have people show up.
I would slide down a slide of razor blades into a pool of Tabasco sauce to be at that parade.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Yes.
Let me just put it this way. If we had won the cup and the outbreak was still going on, I would have worn a gas mask and I would have worn a hazmat suit, but I still would have gone to that fucking parade. 110%.
Yeah.
I would have just gone just like this. Give me the hoodie and the t-shirt. I'm good.
Hopefully by the time that we're completing these playoffs and somebody's being awarded the Stanley Cup, there'll be room for parades and the end of social distancing.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, then. So you got Nicole Heron chiming in with her honorable mentions. Bart Crashley, D-Man for the Wings, Sharks, Kings, and Kansas City Scouts. Nice.
Yeah,
Kansas
Scouts.
Scout.
Nice.
And Punisher88 saying Los Angeles Kings strength equals golf. And Jello Man 5000 saying
Love it.
Johan Edberg, greatest goalie name, the Moose.
Ooh, that was a good one too.
That was a good one. And then she said, honorable mention 2, goaltender for the Oilers, Blackhawks, and Kings, Steve Passmore.
Probably couldn't pass worth a shit.
Oh, yeah, Frank McCool. That's fucking awesome.
And
Yes.
Frank McCool, goaltender for the Leafs. All right. Well, is there any other ones? Oh, Rob, who was your coach?
I'll go into my coach, but I actually thought of 2 collegiate or at least Team USA players that I want to throw into this melee, and that's Micah Ruzioni. I think that's a great name.
1980 team.
Yep. And also on the 80 team too, the goaltender, because we all know I heart the goaltenders, and that's Jim Craig.
Jim Craig.
Yeah.
Who inspired a Foo Fighters song.
Yeah. Nice.
Can I vote for one?
Yeah.
Sure. Go right ahead,
I
Berto.
gotta go with my favorite hockey name ever, and that's McClanahan.
McClanahan.
yeah.
Nice with the McClanahan. I love
Kyle, right? Kyle? Is Kyle McClanahan?
No, I don't believe so. I'll find it.
I recognize the name though.
Just be careful on Google.
it. You've already hurt yourself enough. All right, then. Okay, guys, so that was fun. And Nicole Heron saying, FYI, Pove, this is for you. This day in hockey history, April 2nd, Clint Malarchuk returned to action for the first time since his neck injury and helped the Sabres to a 4-2 win over the Quebec Nordiques at the Odd. Nice.
What's
I remember it well.
What's crazy is when he was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, he said something along the lines of, "You got to stitch me up quick. I got to get back out on the ice."
Mm-hmm.
These guys are insane.
Fucking warrior. And
Love it.
He is absolutely a warrior. And I'm going to fire back one right back at you, Nicole. And I just dropped you the link in the comments. And that in this date in hockey history, April 2nd, well, it's now April 3rd because we're after midnight, but April 2nd, 1986, Paul Coffey tied and then breaks Bobby Orr's NHL single season record for goals by a defenseman. He actually scored his 47th goal. Think about that. 47 goals as a defenseman.
It's insane. It's crazy.
And the final comment we have right here, Baji Durnaminiteov. Hey, Baji, haven't seen you in a while. And he says, where's Gurky Gergedidov? He's the best player ever. No, that is not a real player. And Frank saying, go to bed. I don't know who he meant that of. And then Ted FX, you guys think that they will ever make a 30 for 30 on the 2009-10 Flyers?
Probably not.
Probably not, because they didn't win it. That would be the reason why. He says, come back after being down 0-3. We're the first team to do it, right? No, we are not.
Probably, I could see them doing a 30 for 30 maybe on the season, or not on the season, on that series specifically. But I don't see him doing something on the entire season. Oh,
the season was great though. I mean, they could base one on the season, but I think Maddie's right that I don't think you can really do it because and take it down. But they weren't the first team to come back 0-3. Who were they, Maddie? They were the
Toronto Maple Leafs did it, and then the New York Islanders did it in 1975 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. They almost did the same thing in the semifinals to the Flyers, but the Flyers beat them in Game 7 and just managed to avoid that. And, infamously, the night that the Flyers tied up the series, Rexy's burned down. So everybody was worried that the omen was, okay, the Flyers are fucked. The Islanders are going to beat them and move on. But they did not. They waited till 1980 to beat them. Anyway,
Ted FX won the cup after being down 0-3 in the playoffs with Richards and Carter. Yeah,
that
they
is
were down to the Sharks. Sharks just couldn't pull out that series.
I think that's the epitome of the Sharks' run during their playoff years. That is the epitome of their run. Good, but they can never get the job done. Simple as that. All right, then. So that will do it for this edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. We had a lot of fun with all these cool hockey names from back in the day and some from the modern day, and I'm pretty sure there will be plenty more that'll come our way as hockey continues as soon as we can get back to playing. Right, boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. One last comment. Punisher88 goes, come on, guys. Best hockey name, Tommy Glavine, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Drafted
Well
by the
done.
LA Kings. Never
Absolutely.
played a game, but drafted by the LA Kings. Chose to play baseball instead. Had a
That is
stellar career.
It's true. Well, we thank you guys for joining us, and we thank you for everyone out there in the fam who commented with us. And he says, when will you guys be on again? We will be on next Thursday at 10, and we do that every week where we're on 10 unless we have a special situation where we're on a little bit earlier. But most of the time, it's 10 o'clock. So that'll be next week. Nicole saying, I hope you boys have a good rest of your night and stay safe. You too, Nicole.
As everybody
you got-
who's commented in tonight.
Yes. And by the way, Nicole, you got the job. You're the staff person. So congratulations. And it is an internship. But anyway.
You don't get paid.
Yeah. So with that, we thank you all for joining us. We hope to see you guys next week. Keep commenting in and keep loving the show because we love you guys. You keep us running in this dire hour that we're all suffering through right now. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we can all tell coronavirus to go fuck off every time we're here in quarantine, but we're having a good time right here on the stream.
Last thing, Maddie, I never said the head coach because I'm fucking drunk. And it's Lindy Ruff.
Lindy Ruff. There you go.
This is a good one.
Just like my next Friday morning. It's going to be rough. Sorry,
All right.
guys. Go ahead.
So that will be. Rob will take care of that, and next week we'll return and
Drink
we will
plenty
have,
of Pedialyte there, Rob.
yeah. We'll return next week with some more shenanigans and some more expert analysis. Could be a player profile, could be a bracket, could be anything. Who knows? The door is wide open, so we'll see what we'll do next week, guys. But anyway, take care, be safe, love you guys. We were brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy, and we were also brought to you by Ambuck Services. If you ever need your gutters taken care of, they are the ones to go to. And if you're wondering how you can find Ambuck Services, you can find them on the web, www.ambuckservices.com. Thank you all for joining us, folks. Peace and love. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next week here on A2DRadio.com at 10 o'clock. Hockey Happy Hour. Peace, everyone.